Peace. In the name of Allah, I am Ori Muhammad. I pray that everyone is well. Hempstead family, friends, and believers, welcome to my live session. This is just another update on Mom's eviction court date at Nassau District Court, November 28th. That's in between like 3 to 4 weeks. So remember, I'm across the street here, and I'll be doing a live session in the Genesis Barbershop, maybe tomorrow, to get a more lively experience about an interaction about the plan to gentrify Hempstead into a college yuppie city. So I'm here on Main Street. We'll be meeting here on the 28th, 9 a.m. That's 99 Main Street, right across from me. And please appear at 9 o'clock, and please be respectful and courteous. Let's assemble, but let's show our unity. We're going to sit together, and we're going to show our support for Mom's case, because we still haven't secured a lawyer. That haven't been secured. Right now she has the legal aid representation. We believe that is insufficient, and we need more professional, more in-depth presentation and a more robust presentation. Now remember, this is behind me, this is Jackson Street and Main Street. So it's a popular intersection, but be mindful of the parking. It's sad how they do us, man. And in most neighborhoods, parking is just revenue. Isn't parking just revenue now? Where they got the parking meters here, you get your quarters in, that's not the revenue. You know what the revenue is? When you stay too long, and they get you with that ticket, $50, $60 ticket. And these meters are 2 hours. Now when you get into court, they move traffic court. That used to happen. You would go to traffic court to pay a fine for a moving violation or a red light ticket or something like that, and you come out, you got a ticket on your car as a cherry on top, a good thank you note from the good people of Nassau County and the village of Hempstead, right? So these parking meters are 2 hours. Now you get in court 9:30, you may not be seen until 11:30. The court date is 9:30, you may not be seen till 11:30. And then you got to tell the court and the bailiff, oh, could you let the judge know I'm running out to go feed my meter? That's absurd and ridiculous. And there's no parking in the back. That parking in the back, EOC, we couldn't even park there. The Nation of Islam, we had a study group there at the EOC. We had a study group for years there. And our study group, luckily, was at night after this courthouse closed. This is the courthouse right behind me. The courthouse closed. Did I have the door there? Yeah, there's the door. Okay. And that courthouse would close at like 5 something. It's about to close. So we were in the back at the EOC, and there was no parking. That whole parking during the day is for staff of this courthouse. And 89% of them do not live in Hempstead. So they would tow you out of there. Unless you go across the street to the train station, a few blocks away, you get long-term parking. That's sad. And this is a gimmick. It's all logistically designed like that to get revenue from us. So that tells you how things are. And things are that way because we don't stand up to make a change. You got to stand up and make a change for all things. Now, an update is my mom. She's still on waiting list for apartments. Now, she's updated. She was on one. She won a... Let me tell the story because it's pathetic, man. This is Nassau County, New York, but it's around the country. The rent is $4,000 for 2 bedroom. She won a lottery to one of those apartments. It was the Woodcrest Oceanside, a brand new luxury apartment. She got on the waiting list for a 2 bedroom a couple of months ago. And I asked them, I said, if I put her on this waiting list, will she qualify? Says she has Section 8. She's 80, legally blind, and she has a cameras. All right, the camera's behind me, sister. Go there. Yeah. I'm doing a selfie mode. They think I'm filming this. That's respect, though. Peace and grace. So they don't. That was a $4,000 rent for a 2-bedroom, and she won the lottery for the affordable housing program, and she got in there, right? And they said, well, Section 8 only paid, Nassau County Section 8, which had been integrated. It used to be North Hempstead, Nassau County. North Hempstead was paying more, $3,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. Now they pay, guess what? $2,478 a month for a 2-bedroom. Well, the lottery she won for the Woodcrest Oceanside was that she would pay $2,800 per month for a 2-bedroom and a brand new luxury apartment. Go Google that apartment. It's a box. It's no terrace and stuff like that, but it's luxury. The granite tops and the high end, it's luxury. And $4,000 a month for a 2-bedroom. She won at $2,800, but they declined her because they said Section 8 should make up the difference. Now they stopped that last year when they integrated North Hempstead, which was paying more. That's why. And who's over in North Hempstead, y'all? See the sick game they play on this, man? They said, well, you won a $2,800, so Section 8 have to make up the difference. Well, Section 8 don't pay a penny more than $2,478 a month for a 2-bedroom. And that's not including utilities. But she gets the HEAP. Elder people like that in Long Island get what's called HEAP. And the HEAP is, they pay for your electric and utilities and stuff. Even amenities in most cases. That's the deal she got now at that Avalon, who just reopened their waiting list. That was unheard of in Nassau County. A luxury apartment, which is not luxury. Avalon Westbury is not luxury. Avalon Westbury is luxury / decent, and they just trying to update it for college students, Chinese college students from China coming over to Hofstra, mainly the Hofstra Business School, to go back to China. And they want to furnish those apartments, so they jacked up the rents even to some places over there to $4,600 for a 2-bedroom. That's how much they wanted for her. She got like 1,000 square feet. She's been there 12 years, quiet as a mouse. Her apartment she keeps like a library, quiet and peaceful and respectful. And they put the people upstairs from her to displace her with noise, banging and pounding on the floor all day and night. The owners permit that. That's why she need a private lawyer, because the legal aid she spoke to, the legal aid said, I don't believe that Avalon would do that, So that's the housing scheme. And this is affordable housing. Nassau County doesn't pay a penny more. And you can't even, Section 8 housing, you can't even speak to them through email and phone calls. They're so overwhelmed. You got to go directly over there. So it's just a horrible circumstance. And if you poor, you get it worse, man. If you low income, you get it worse. They're making the society more towards the affluent. Pardon the noise, y'all. It's a lot of traffic behind me. So I'm gonna, I got the shotgun mic at me, but you're gonna hear a lot of that traffic. All right, peace. Yeah, I hope to see you tomorrow. All right, wait. Okay, all right. Yeah, peace. Yeah, we're going to have a live in a barbershop tomorrow. Dealing with should Hempstead, it's going to be worse. Imagine these economics. You in Hempstead, they already displaced thousands of us. Native Black Americans. We grew up here. Hempstead was all black in the 70s and 80s. I was just on a Facebook session, and we were discussing that. The racial makeup of Hempstead, the face of Hempstead. It was all black. Whites remain over by the Garden City border and the West Hempstead border. And over on like Ingraham Estates in a few spots. But it was mainly us. And it's mainly us that got out. And do you know why they displaced us? Because we trust this government. We trust this government. They got us out through over-taxation. They over-policed us. They over-taxed us. And now they're continually displacing us. And it's all to keep us nomadic. See, when you're nomadic, unsettled, and you're being shuffled around, they can easily push you around and manipulate you. And they get others that look like us in these political positions to misrepresent us. So come on out November 28th. And let me say this, she got on a waiting list for an apartment complex, and also she's on a whole, I put them on all of them. I put her on every housing waiting list, mainly in central Nassau County, but you see I went over to Oceanside. And then they hit you with the bad news. Oh no, if they got to cover everything. It's always some fine print, you know? So even though she's on waiting lists and some of them are coming up, because it's horrible over there, man. You know, if she fights and wins to not be evicted because she haven't secured the housing, she don't want to stay there anyway because it's hard. Some of y'all think that's a luxury apartment. When you're big, it's a team of them. They got, not only it's them, and I'm going to say his name because it's disgusting. The upstairs resident, his name is Markel Wisdom. This disgusting. Y'all can't even call him a man or a brother. I got to call him a character. Young guy. Kept purposely carrying on. Got 2 pit bulls wrestling and fighting on the floor. Pounding on the floor day and night. Blowing marijuana smoke. Filling up her apartment with marijuana smoke. The whole apartment smells like marijuana sometimes. Do you know what you have to do that? I didn't say his apartment smells like marijuana. I said her apartment underneath him smells like marijuana. Now how could you do that? If you a pothead smoking in your apartment, and these are high ceilings, these are like 9-foot vaulted ceilings with the crown molding, cheap crown molding, and the boarding and the joists and the floorboards, not the floorboards, the joist between apartments is a foot. That's a 12-inch. That's a high difference. That's separation. You can hardly hear what people are doing above you. You know what I'm saying? You really have to go out your way to make noise, and they do it excessively. And I'm gonna put a few of those videos online. I have the GoFundMe. Please contribute to the GoFundMe. It's the petition that I'll put under this video of the GoFundMe. That's for raising for legal fees to get a professional lawyer because they're railroad now. So you have to really go out of your way to make all that noise, you know? And imagine that day and night. Marijuana smell in her apartment. He's blowing it through the vents, through the central air. And it gets in her central air and fills up the apartment. See, that's to discourage her, to displace her. To make it unbearable for her to live there. And this is the problem. They've done it to others. I've heard an instance of others who won't cooperate with me. They just move. People who are working don't want to be bothered with anybody else's issues and challenges. It's hard enough working, surviving. Inflation is going up. The cost of living is going up. Rent is going up. You know what I'm saying? And opportunities have gone down, and it's all been planned. This whole pandemic been planned as a power money grab. So people normally, when they get banged, they banged on the door, they bring big dogs. My mother's on the first floor, and these other neighbors, they purposely bring a big dog right in front of her door, a couple of inches, and bark their big dogs. And her bedroom is next to the wall by the adjoining staircase. The staircase to go upstairs is 3 stories. It's staircases. They don't have elevators. So when they come down the stairs, they pound down the staircase because they know it's adjoined to her bedroom. And her bed is like right there next to the bottom of the stairs. And when they get there to the bottom, they bang against the wall. It's a team of them. It's not just 1 or 2. They come down them stairs. After they do that, they get in the cars, blow the horn. It's absurd. It's supposed to be luxury apartments. The Avalon Westbury. That is East Garden City. It's not even Westbury. That's East Garden City. That's next to Eisenhower Park near, y'all know where that's at, near the Applebee's, across from the Applebee's and the Home Depot. Near the Lowe's movie theater. Not the Meadowbrook Quant. That's a over 55 luxury apartment across the street. They just built another luxury apartment around the corner, the Shelby. They studios start at $4 grand. $4,000 for a studio. Starting, no terrace. So this is their motives. Their motives is to displace lower income, affordable housing that they get tax breaks for. They get HUD. And HUD is investigating this too, y'all. HUD is investigating. Avalon gets these tax breaks. And they get HUD. And so they have to make sure everything's well. But when they displace lower income people, they replace them with the affordable housing list. And I'm holding up my fingers in quotes. because they're high income. The developers and owners get to determine who is selected from that list, because she's on other lists now. It's not the managers deciding those lists, it's the developers and the owners. And they're all big corporations. They all together. Avalon has gobbled up all the housing. This is why they're trying to build luxury housing around here. Did you know that that new development, which we're going to discuss in the barbershop tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow, Sunday, depending on how many folks is in there, they plan on building 16 luxury apartments right here. They're going to tear down this courthouse. 16 more luxury apartments, all of them getting tax breaks. They have 35 projects planned where all of them are going to require tax breaks, where Hempstead homeowners foot the bill. That's going to displace thousands more. And then that's how they'll be able to bring in this yuppie, college students. Tom Swazi and them said that decades ago. They wanted Hempstead to be a college city. And they're working behind the scenes, making it happen. They're using the stooge, Mayor Waylon Hobbs, he's a puppet. And they're using him to devitalize us, and now they're coming in with revitalization, development. Because we aren't working hard enough to stop it. We held off that plan for 10 years with a lawsuit. So we need a lawyer for that. It's a sick game, y'all. But we got to fight. We got to keep continuing. We got to continue to build institutions to protect us, to protect our houses, protect our businesses, our homes. Homes is generational wealth, especially if you got a small business. It's sad for me seeing all our people displaced from Hempstead by the thousands. And why did most of you and the rest of y'all who decided to move, we did for what? Because of the condition. It was devitalized. That means you're not spending resources on cultivation, entrepreneurialism, teaching our culture, our greatness, to motivate us, inspire us, to be more civically involved, more socially involved, to build families. That needs support. You just don't leave that up in the air. Don't you know that most of the preachers in Hempstead are supporting? Waylon Hobbs, he's a bishop. He's a Mason too, at the lodge. The top preachers in Hempstead are supporting this racist village. Our people in the 60s fought for civil rights, fought for equality, fought to end segregation. And modern preachers, because they're given paychecks, support transparent glass ceiling segregation. That's what gentrification is. They build a new city like in Harlem and Brooklyn, and it's the same investors. RXR was an investor in Harlem and Brooklyn. Now they're coming to Hempstead. So we got to protect our interests, and it starts with everyone. And I made that point to say this. The point I made was that if mom does get housing, we got to challenge them in court. Even if she does get separate housing, because it's wrong. You just can't keep allowing these people to do this, man, to push us around. This is why they get away with it. Because most of y'all, we work, we busy, we go out to the club or church on Sunday, whatever it is, we go back to the gerbil wheel on Monday, the rotating gerbil with hamster wheel, and run errands and work to enrich others. So we don't have time to be concerned about anyone else. And that's how they push us around. Most people that get dogs barked at their door, weed blown into their central air system, water leak, purposeful water leaks, banging and pounding all day and night, you can't sleep. You just move. But unfortunately what happened with my mom's, because she has subsidy, she got locked in. She's more like, she's very constrained. So in that constraint, we have to fight. So even if she does get housing, we're not just going to let this go. We're going to challenge them in court. They were wrong and bring this up. This is why we have a HUD investigation. And we reached out to every politician, every attorney general, the district attorney, all of them. We reached out to them to speak of this injustice. Because what we need is others who have experienced this, for you to come forward and say, yeah, they displaced me with all that damn noise. Yeah, they gave me fines and stuff and warnings and notices and stuff that were unjust. And then Avalon too. So, well, that's it for now. It's 5 o'clock, but that's the 28th. And be prepared for my live coming up soon at the barbershop. It's called Talking Shop in the Barbershop. And I appreciate you. And let me see, I saw a comment here with my brother, Tehran. You know, we go back, brother. My brother, Tehran, Julius Eatman, mark my word, God answers prayers. That's right, brother. I mean, I bear witness to you, brother. Thank you. You appreciate it. And you know, we go back to Prospect School, brother, over on the hills and stuff. You see how Hempstead has changed, brother? But we can change it with concern. We have to have genuine concern for our people and our community. And black people in Hempstead, we living in a colony. You know what I'm saying? We got to change it around. And let's not take it personal. Just not personal. Okay, she gets housing. I'm fighting for every injustice. I don't care who it is. My sister Thurn over at 100 Terrace, they evicting her. I gotta support her. I'm trying to network with her. Maybe we can team up with the same lawyer. This is how we gotta operate. We gotta team up and do stuff together. Have each other back. You know what I'm saying? My brother Corey, hope everything's going well. Thank you, brother Corey. Yep, your family a big support for us over at Avalon. Yeah, you know that. I appreciate your family, brothers, especially your mom. I used to always go see her over at the what was that, 135 Clinton, I think, or 150 Washington. That's right. Yeah, for years. And we got to be family. That's the key. That's why they push us around. And I'm not just concerned about myself and my family. I'm concerned about us as a community. That's why I fight. And I stand up for us. And I defend us and I champion us. Because we are champions. We the best. We the mighty tribe of Shabazz. The original people. We're God. We do good and justice for ourselves. And in our beautifulness and godliness, we can look out for others after we secure ourselves. After we secure the tribe. Then we look out for others. So family, thank you for tuning in, and I will be doing another live tomorrow or Sunday, so please tune in. And I appreciate your participation, and let's keep a good spirit, a good heart and mind. May Allah continue to keep us, bless us, and grace us as a people and community. I leave you as I greeted you in the ancient Arabic words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Peace unto you.